Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. The first piece we're going to talk about to break the ice is Shilo Sanders. Shilo Sanders has recently been waived from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Right beside me, you're going to see a little bit of footage from the game that ultimately, at this point, is his latest NFL appearance against the Buffalo Bills. Shilo was having, it seems like by this clip or by this series of plays that Shilo was having a rough go of it this game. Seems like he was having a hard time. But I believe Shilo is going to be an asset to a team. I think putting him at free safety is a little bit out of position. I think having Shilo play free safety is a little out of position. To me, he's more of a strong safety. And if he can put on a little bit more weight over his career, I think he could be a very fast outside linebacker, relying on a lot of speed and leverage and angles. By him being accustomed to playing safe. Shilo likes to hit. He's a physical guy. And I just think at the NFL level, his speed isn't elite. So he's going to have to make sure that his instincts are. But I do think he's an NFL talent. I definitely do. He plays the game at a very high level. It showed at Colorado. See, right here is what they're saying got him waived from the team. Now, keep in mind, guys, we're going to discuss the details. Shilo was already projected to end up on the practice squad. Oh, shout out to the gang, man. Everybody filing in. Correct me if I'm wrong, said he's definitely out of position. Yeah, I agree. Souza thought 3-3-3 early. He said needs to move to linebacker. Everybody agrees. Yeah, I definitely believe that Shilo is an NFL talent. I just think free safety isn't his position, but he can play ball. He's definitely good enough to play in the NFL without a doubt. He said he might have to go to linebacker. Yeah, I think outside linebacker or strong safety, it just depends on the defense of the team. He said, "What's good, Souls?" Yeah, man. But it just depends. It just depends on the scheme of the team that wants to pick him up, like what type of defense they run on that team. But I think strong safety, outside linebacker is kind of the vibes for him. You know what I'm saying? I think he's got good enough feet and instincts and he's got good enough size. Shilo Sanders isn't a small guy. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at I don't know why this clip is playing, but let's look at Shiloh's metrics, his measurements and things. I'm finna pull it up now. Shilo Sanders, size and weight. So Shilo goes about 6 feet, 194 pounds, right? So right now at that size, being a little under 200, I think linebacker, he's a little small, right? He's a little light in the ass for linebacker at that size. But if he can maintain the speed that he has, right? Just keep his speed. If he becomes more explosive, cool. But don't lose not an ounce of a step and put on about 10 more pounds of lean muscle. I think he'll be an amazing outside linebacker for a long time in the league. He's a physical guy. But yeah, they're saying that Shilo ultimately was waived from the team after already being in a position where he was going to look like he was going to end up on the practice squad anyway. So you guys have to understand his behavior isn't necessarily what got him waived. He already was on the borderline of like not making the 53-man roster and ending up in practice squad territory regardless, right? So him punching on a guy who was doing a little bit too much beyond the whistle. Anybody who's in the chat that ever played football, you understand that, there are rules and regulations, but there's also a very physical contact sport, and it's protect yourself at all times out there. If you got somebody that's on you and y'all are engaged, shout out to Cortez in the chat. I see everybody filing in. What up, gang? So make sure everybody here hit the like button and make sure you are watching me from Classic Codes Sports. If you watching me from the Classic Codes right now, get off and go to Classic Codes Sports and watch this live from there. Comment through there, subscribe to there. That's the point of this right now, trying to move everybody on over to the sports channel because we about to ramp things up in a real way. So Cortez said he may be picked up on waivers today. I believe he'll be picked up for sure. That's the part that I'm going to get into. I wanted to kind of talk about his game, talk about my analysis of Shilo, and give him his due time. And then we're going to definitely get into that. How it's probably a blessing. Cortez also said it's not just his behavior. He needs more development. He will get it. I don't think he needs development, Cortez. I think he's an NFL player right now. I think he could be a number 2 strong safety on a lot of rosters, depending on the defensive scheme. All players don't fit in all systems, of course, defense and offense alike. All players don't fit in all systems. You got some players that's going to be good wherever they go. And then you have other players that will shine brighter in specific systems. And I think Shilo being like a rover, like a strong safety that kind of float in and out the box and maybe blitzes more so than covering slot receivers. If he can put himself in that type of a system or a setup, maybe a team that goes nickel a lot, so he don't have to pick up them slot receivers and he can stay on the tight ends, I think Shiloh's in a good spot, bro. I'm going to be real with you. I don't even think he needs, I mean, obviously everybody wants to get better. So I'm not saying I don't think he needs development. I'm just saying he's ready to play now. Soul said his behavior just made it easier. LOL. Yeah, he did them a favor. You know what I'm saying? But I think with the Sanders brothers, because we're going to talk about Shador here in a moment too. To be honest with you, I'm looking at everything play out, and you guys know I got the magic goggles on. And honestly, I think everything is happening for them and not to them. I'm being real, because what Shilo did, he should have done. Maybe not necessarily throw like a slap to the helmet, maybe a strong push, or maybe engage the guy, maybe grip him up by his face mask and have a little heart-to-heart with him. But he definitely should have got rough with that guy beyond the whistle, because the dude took it a little. Y'all know how it is to be engaged with a blocker, and maybe the blocker's getting the best of that exchange on that particular play, right? But he wants to take it a little far, and the whistle then went off, and he don't disengage right away. At that point in time, you got the rest of a game to play. You got to let it be known that you're not going for that. You know what I'm saying? You have to establish something. This, football is a very machismo, very mentality-based ego. It's a lot going on. They say it's 11 one-on-ones going on out there to a degree, right? So he didn't do anything that he shouldn't have done. He didn't do anything that we haven't seen legends do. Saw a reel earlier today of side-by-side of Dion being in an exchange with a guy like that and slapping him the same way, and then looking at the ref and pointing at the guy the same way that Shilo did. It looked like a mirror image. It was kind of eerie, but it's like, yeah, we seen plenty of players getting into those type of kerfuffles. I mean, shit, on a weekly basis. We gonna see that when the season kick off. You know what I mean? I mean, think about the fist fights that freaking Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore had. They'd have had whole fist fights. They'd have had games where they just fought and both got ejected and just didn't play. So we seen worse. We're not gonna make this more than what it is. He said he could put on 20 pounds of muscle and still keep his speed. If he wants to compete, he got to commit. Yeah, I don't think he put himself at free safety though. You know what I'm saying? I think they just brought him in and put him there because he can move into the box. He was a physical safety in college. Shilo was hitting motherfuckers in college. He liked that now. Cortez Branch said he missed tackle percentage needs to improve. Well, that's the thing. His missed tackle percentage doesn't go down if you put him closer to the line, right? It gets better. He's in a lot less situations where it's just him with all that grass. It's hard being a safety, man. All that open space, and you got to break down and tackle these uber talented guys. You know what I mean? It's easier said than done to just have a high tackle percentage at the safety position in the NFL. That's why them guys make a lot of money. Them top tier Ed Reed level, safeties, them boys get paid now. Palomalu was getting paid. Ed Reed was getting paid. That boy Kyle Hamilton out there in Baltimore, when his contract due, he gonna get paid. Having a safety that can come up and close the deal 80-something, 90% of the time, that's a good safety valve. You know what I mean? But it's hard to do. That's why amazing safeties are hard to find. I think Shilo just better closer to the line of scrimmage. Souls of Thought said 333 Sports, my dog. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they on the campaign now. They on the campaign trail. Quartet, correct me if I'm wrong, podcast said I definitely yelled out in the stadium, next time he do it, punch him in his mouth at the scrimmage fest this weekend. Absolutely. Absolutely, dog. If somebody getting rough with me after the whistle, then we getting rough after the whistle. It's not going to be a situation where dude yanking on my face mask or hitting me all upside my helmet, or he still got me gripped up. Like I said, maybe the blocker getting the better of the exchange. You ain't going to win them all. Maybe he getting the better of the exchange on that play. He got the leverage on you, and he manhandling you a bit, but you keeping your feet, and he want to drive you to the ground. The whistle then went off, and he trying to still finish the deal, and the ref ain't quite turned his attention yet. But by the time you get your get back, that's when he gonna see y'all. You just got to take that flag. Don't go for that. I'm coaching my team to not go for that. Don't go for that. Take that flag. Don't go for that. You ain't got to swing though. Don't get yourself ejected. Let him know what's happening. Shoulder checking. Throw your shoulder right into his shit. You feel me? See what's to him. He says you're 100% correct. Yeah, this is a man's game. It's a man's game, right? Classic. It's a man's game. I didn't slap somebody upside their head in a flag football game, and that's a fact. Classic. Yeah, them old XD1, when you play at the high levels of the men's flag leagues, them games full contact now. It's full contact flag football out here now. And them boys be having linemen that's XD1 linemen, them big boys, 300 pounds when they move their feet. You try to come in on a blitz and they want to get carried away with you. I definitely just slapped a 300-pounder upside his shit and let him know I'm coming back. For sure. For sure. You know, they get to doing too much when they win in that rep. Sometimes them linemen, when they win in a rep, especially if they a mean lineman. Y'all all done dealt with a mean lineman before. When he win in the rep, they try to get carried away when they win in the rep. You see, yeah. Wrong with you, boy. You heard the whistle, boy. Yeah. Sometimes you got to, hey, listen. It's different types of people in this world now. I don't want nobody on the team that be trying to break it up when I'm into it. I want team members that's coming to inject themselves into the kerfuffle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come show that we have numbers here. And if it's that, it's that. I don't want team members that come over there like, hey, man, be cool. Let's get back to the huddle, man. Get your soft ass on, man. Straight up. Get your soft ass on, man. You know what I'm saying? I showed up for that action today. You understand me? I showed up for that action. I didn't come here to play patty cake with these mugs today. Correct me if I'm wrong. Said my son 12 at left guard playing with 14-year-olds. He's burying. He's the giant of a kid. Didn't like it and pushed him in the back after he had to pick his big ass off the turf. Yeah. But listen, that's the game. You might listen. I've done that before. I done been pancake before. You come off the edge. I play outside linebacker, strong safety. You come off the edge too high, and one of them tackles get up underneath you, and they put you down. They want to do the extras when they put you down. They want to smear you in the ground and shove all in your shit and all. Them linemen get to doing a lot. G, I definitely done got up from losing a rep to a lineman, and on the way back to my huddle, gave him a shoulder check in the back of his shit. Ha! And I'm coming, and I'm letting you know too. I'm coming back. I'm coming back, G. You ain't gonna win all the reps. I promise you. I'm coming back. That's why I was ranked though. Y'all forgot. Y'all forgot. I know y'all forgot. Cortez said the refs should have thrown the flag on the unnecessary roughness beforehand. I don't have a problem with people playing rough if they both are. Yeah. I think regardless, he was gonna get ejected, right? He didn't throw a punch. It was open hand, but you can't swing on nobody, folks. So regardless, he was gonna get ejected. But what I'm saying is, like, he didn't get waived for that. Like, y'all just they use that, and you know the media needs something to talk about every day. So y'all gotta understand they're gonna build narratives. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna build it. They need something to talk about every single day. And sometimes it be quiet news days, slow news days. They gonna listen, they need so much content just to run their shows every day. They're gonna build a narrative, bro. But he got waived because he was already potentially gonna get waived, y'all. But it doesn't mean he's not gonna be an asset to another team. He did put some good tape out there. He did. Shilo got some good tape out there. And I think there's plenty enough good football minds in the NFL for somebody to see what he can be and bring him aboard. I definitely do. Cortez said they look for anything Sanders had to have known. I mean, bro, he was playing ball, bro. He wasn't no punk in college. You know what I'm saying? He was just playing ball. It ain't, that shit ain't going through his head like, oh, I'm Shilo Sanders. Oh, they hate my dad. Oh, they blackballing my brother. Oh, I'm in the middle of this rough situation and I better not respond. Like, that shit not going through his head. He just playing. He playing football the way he been playing football. Oh, but he doing too much, nigga. Yeah, he playing football the way he been playing football. Y'all know how it is when them linemen get to doing too much. Stop acting like, yeah, Mr. McBride just talked about his son was doing too much. Buddy should have pushed your son in the back. He letting you know, G, I'm not going for that. And I'll be back for the next rep. We're going to get another rep in, I promise you. I'm here all day. Cortez said, exactly, he just playing football. Yeah, he ain't thinking about all that, bro. He not. But yeah, I think that this happening for him, not to him. I think he's going to end up in a better situation because, honestly, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got a little depth on that side of the ball. At his position, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kind of sold up. And I'd like to see him in a situation where, somebody go down, turn an ankle. He could become like, the second, like the third stringer, right? So somebody go down, that second stringer step into a starting role, and then he gets to see some field time throughout the 4 quarters. I'd like to see him in that type of situation this year. Because I'm telling y'all, man, I think Shilo can play now. And every player make mistakes, man. People miss tackles every week. Your favorite linebacker missed a tackle. You know what I'm saying? Nobody get them all, fam. These guys are elite. These guys are elite. Have y'all ever watched an NFL running back do his footwork drills? Now you try to tackle him with just 52 yards of open space and he running at you with a full head of steam. Now just go make a play. Like, come on, y'all. Souls of Thought said he has to master the basics, though. I think for him, he just needs 2 good moves. He need a move and a move that could. It's like, so I'll give y'all the sauce because I'm done playing football. He said he has to master the basics. Shilo become an outside linebacker. You only going to be in certain situations, leverage-wise. My thing was, I like to play high. I'm over 6 feet tall. I was 6 feet when I was playing football. And I like to play high. That's wrong in football. That's literally technically wrong in football. But what I would do is my favorite move was the swim. My favorite move was the swim, right? So I had 2 moves and I was undersized too. For my position, I was undersized. So you come around that edge, you got to deal with either a D end. You either got to deal with a tackle, an offensive tackle, or you're going to have to deal with a tight end most of the time. Every now and again, you got to deal with a running back. But depending on his dimensions, you might want to take that action head up. I ain't going to lie. If you my size or you just a little bigger than me, I'm going head up with that running back trying to protect the quarterback if I'm blitzing. But if he get 2 moves to his game, I don't care if it's a good rip. You just need a move and a counter. So I come off that edge. The first time, I'm going to swim around you. I'm going to swim around you. I'm quicker than you. I'm going to swim around you. Boom. Right? The next time, I'm coming high because I like to play high. That's just what it is. I hoop my whole life, and I play football, so I like playing high. It's just what it is. I hoop high too. I've never been an athlete that get super low and I'm high. I'm up top with it. G, that's just how I get down. So you make shit work for you, right? You got a swim move, and then I had that quick spin move where I go like I'm a swim. I go like I'm a swim and spin to the inside. Them was the 2 moves, bro. And you mix and match them joints all game, and get you a nice stiff arm. Hold the edge. Get you a nice stiff arm. It don't matter how big that tackle is. It don't matter how big that tight end is. You come up and hold the edge and you stiff arm him and slow play that, you're going to be straight. He get enough reps of that in practice, he going to be straight. Let his instincts do the rest. I'm telling you. He said he's the Miss Madden hit stick. Come on, man. Shilo be making plays, man. I think y'all forgot. He said his ass couldn't do nothing in between the whistle. A pancake is not doing too much. Is finishing the block. No. That's not what I'm talking about, Mr. McBride. Don't do that. Don't do that. I ain't talking about the pancake. It's after the pancake. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you make a pancake, cool. But then you take the spatula and you want to keep pushing down on the pancake on the griddle. You want to keep pushing the pancake down with the spatula on the griddle. You know what I'm talking about. The linemen do too much when they win a rep. And sometimes they have to be disciplined for that. That's why them boys could be ending up in them knee braces. You gotta realize, G, we gonna listen. Hey, that's why. Yeah, because listen, you do too much to me on the rep, G. The next time I come around your edge, G, I'm coming low. I'm coming low. So I hope you know. Hey, this is a grown man's game, dog. I was just saying, man. But shout out to Shilo. I think he's gonna end up in a good situation. Like I said, with Shilo, I think it's happening for him, not to him. And I definitely think he's an NFL talent, man. So he'll end up in a good position. Mark my words, y'all heard it here first with the classic codes, man. Let's move into the next. Classic. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes. Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart and now hardened